Oh, got it. Cool. Sharing the screen. As we mentioned earlier, we've got a tight window here. I'll try to speak for 16 minutes to speak over some of these slides. I'm sure all of you can read. If you see anything that is of note or interest, I might not speak directly to it, but certainly pose that question in the chat or feel free to ask later. But welcome to the Recreation on Life session. I'm here representing Recreational Sports and Fitness. These are all, or you are all going to be future Eagles, and we're really excited to have you. First, I'd like to introduce some of these folks are in this room. You may recognize them, but at RecFit, as we like to be called, we have a large team of folks who manage not only the facilities in which students can participate in informally or in structured programs, but we also have a lot of folks who offer structured programming for students to be engaged on campus and have things to do. All of our staff, as you could tell from their lovely photos, are very approachable and very friendly. If you see any titles that are interesting to you, I encourage you to head to our website and reach out to these individuals directly. Today, we're going to be discussing fitness centers, so locations on campus where students can join us for programming or informal recreation, membership, so how they can use those services, a lot of the programs we offer, and then student employment opportunities. Our mission is to engage with everyone in our American University community. We focus primarily not only on physical health and well-being, but also mental health and well-being. Our philosophy is that if you feel good and you have a healthy lifestyle, that's going to make you a more successful student and hopefully enjoy your time at American University all the more. Some helpful resources for you. Very good slide. Our website is where you're going to be able to contact us and get a lot more information. It's american.edu/recfit. RecFit's an abbreviation of Recreational Sports and Fitness. Our main phone line can get you to the front desk or to some of our programmers. And then we do have a general email address, but sometimes you'll get a faster response by reaching out to the individual directly. And then we have 2 physical locations that are staffed at all times. That's going to be the Jacobs Fitness Center and the Cassell Fitness Center. Jacobs being located in the Bender Arena and Cassell being located on the ground floor of one of our residence halls. So what is RecFit? Like I said earlier, we actually have 3 facilities on campus. The Jacobs Fitness Center is what you're going to expect a fitness center to include. Weight training, cardio equipment, exercise rooms, but it also has access to our pool and the Bender Arena. The Cassell Fitness Center is more of a traditional fitness center, and it has a very nice group exercise studio. So both facilities are venues in which we offer group exercise classes, but Cassell is also home to our personal training program as well. There is a third, albeit much smaller facility on East Campus known as the Congressional Fitness Center. Its primary focus is working with small groups in personal training settings. It is typically not open for informal use for students. If they're looking to get a workout in, they would either head to Jacobs or Cassell. Dealer's choice. Very important slide. If you get nothing out of this PowerPoint presentation, I certainly encourage you to provide your incoming student this QR code. Membership and access to all of our fitness centers is already included in the tuition and fees for American University. Any students who are registered for at least 1 credit for the current semester are able to use the right AUID and gain access to either fitness center. However, before they're able to come join us and work out or attend any of our programs that are behind our front desks, they will have to complete our membership registration form and present their AUID. The form is not bad. It takes under 10 minutes to complete. They're welcome to do that today by scanning this QR code tomorrow or on the drive to campus when they're about to move in. If they wait until they show up to the fitness center the day of, they'll be in a line with a lot of other students who chose to wait as well, which is kind of just discouraging. It's nice to be able to get that out of the way early, and it's kind of like your fast pass to just walk in and work out. So super easy thing to do, just kind of clunky if you wait till your first visit to get it done, especially that first week of classes, when we're a super new and exciting thing to do on campus. The QR code is great, but there's also a link to complete this if you don't save the QR code or you prefer a physical link available on our website. Dione, anything to add to that, as this is?
Nope, I think you got everything.
I did okay. I did okay. Cool. Alrighty. We talked about informal use. As long as you fill out that membership packet, you're able to join our fitness centers whenever they are open to work out, use the cardio equipment, or in Jacobs, use the basketball courts, Bender Arena, and pool. However, we have tons of specific programming to help encourage students try either new activities or something that's more catered specifically to what they're looking for. That includes aquatics programming. We use the same pool that our varsity swim and dive team uses. It's fantastic and has regular informal opportunities throughout the day, but also structured activities. Club sports, those you might hear from other institutions, but club sports are similar to what a travel team experience might be in high school, where our American University club sport teams compete against other schools' club sport teams. We currently have 26 active clubs and over 900 club sport athletes. We're thinking like the crew, the sailing, the rugbies, and more traditional ones like the soccers, the baseballs, and basketballs. Group exercise, we offer 6 different class options. Students can have the choice to participate in a single class or purchase a pass that permits them to participate in as many as possible. Group exercise classes do come at an additional fee, but the first week of every semester, all of them are free for students to try out either the activity, see if they enjoy it, or to test out the instructors and see if they enjoy the instructors as well. Anything to add, colleagues, on kind of programming so far?
I'll just clarify for those 6 Group X classes, we have more classes than that. That's just kind of 6 broader categories. So we have cycling, yoga, those are 2 of our most popular. Zumba's been super popular in the past. We also have group strength classes, and then a couple that are a little bit more unique.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. Moving forward, intramural sports, this would be similar to maybe like a recreational league or parks and rec experience that a student might have at home. These are opportunities in which students compete against other students on campus. So they don't have to worry about transportation, anything like that. They kind of come down to the Bender Arena or come to our on-campus fields and can play those sports there. We have 7 specific league program offerings and then multiple tournaments and special event programs that are offered. And the commitment for this is typically about 4 to 5 weeks for a league or 1 day for a tournament. We currently have over 820 intramural sport participants. And again, these can be traditional sports like outdoor soccer, flag football, basketball, or some non-traditional sports such as futsal, pickleball, inner tube water polo. We try to keep a diverse offering. Personal training, maybe a incoming student or a community member has some specific or very or has a lofty fitness goal that they would like to seek assistance with. They could come visit us or inquire about personal training. They're led by certified personal trainers. We have individual small group sessions available. And even fitness assessment sessions available to kind of benchmark where they're at and where they would like to be. And then a final, last but not least, there's wellness and special event opportunities throughout campus, the community, and throughout the year. Both virtual and in-person programming is available. These include fitness challenges, individual group activities. Some of them are probably what you might be expecting as far as like a women on weights program that involves physical fitness. But some of them are also kind of mental and health and well-being. One of my favorite ones to plug is we had a Pups and Pumpkins event on the quad, where it was kind of like people's dogs showed up in costumes and we had different activities for them to participate in. So sometimes it's about fitness, sometimes it's about vibes, for sure. Before moving on, you can see I'm close to the end and I'm good on time, but are there any feedback or other points my colleagues or co-presenters would like to add on these three programs?
Just a special event coming up during Welcome Week is Late Night at the Rec, where incoming freshmen can come and get a sense of what Rec Fit is and what we have to offer. We'll have the club sports there as well. So it'd be a great time and opportunity for the students to get to know our department.
Can we plug the date? Chris, looking at you.
August, I know it's August.
Hey, say that one more time. I was trying to keep up with the questions in the chat.
Late Night at the Rec.
Oh, Late Night at the Rec is Wednesday, August 23rd. So definitely that'll be one of the big events you guys get plugged and encouraged to go to. But that's going to be an awesome opportunity to check out everything they have to offer, especially connecting with the clubs.
And things to look out for. This is your formal invitation to come join us. You are all invited. We would love to see you there. We will be there to join you. Things to keep an eye out for would be, it is in the Bender Arena. So on your way, if you do join us there, you would be passing the Jacobs Fitness Center, so you could familiarize yourself with its location. You'd also pass the Reeves Aquatic Center, and you'd get to see the Bender Arena. So I'm sure if you attended any of the preview days or tour of campus, that might be a facility that sticks out on your head, and it's pretty centrally located as well.
Hey, Garrett, one of the questions was, when do you sign up for club sports? Can you speak to that a little bit? Because I think that's probably a question lots of people have.
Absolutely. Club sports is my wheelhouse. I'll try to keep it short because I think I got 4 minutes before the end. But club sports are open to all students who are taking at least 1 credit on campus. Some clubs do have restrictions on the team size that they could field. Other clubs have multiple teams, whether that would be a competitive team and also a developmental team. Depending on the club sport as well, their competitive season may be different. For example, both of our club soccer teams' seasons begin as early as the second weekend of classes. They typically have tryouts on campus the first week of classes, and typically each one has 3 separate tryouts that incoming students can attend. Obviously, club sport programs such as our winter sports ski and snowboard club, they do not get started until it gets a little colder. So if you're really excited, there may not be a lot of activities for you to be involved in immediately. As Dione had mentioned, all of our club sport programs try to be in attendance at Late Night at the Rec to field specific questions regarding their tryouts. We also have a tabling event scheduled on the quad the Tuesday of the first week of classes, which I believe is August 29th from about 11 to 1 p.m. That would also be a great opportunity for you to get some feedback about tryouts or not. And then our website is also a super great resource. All of our clubs, our active clubs, are listed there. And if a club does have tryouts, it's typically indicated on that page. Off the top of my head, if you're worried about trying out, the soccers have tryouts, baseball has tryouts, basketball has tryouts. All the other clubs typically are able to function with any students who might be interested. In addition to our website having information regarding tryouts and what to expect as a user, there's also links to all of our club's Instagrams, which is a great sneak peek into their culture and what they do. And then also contact information for the student leaders of that specific club for additional questions. You can tell I get excited about club sports, right? Long answer to a short question. But in an effort to get my final slides in, I'll keep it moving, then we'll circle back for additional questions. Student employment opportunities. Recreational sports and fitness has to be one of the largest employers of students on campus. We have jobs for work study students and then jobs for students who would also like to work part-time. They include facilities jobs for students who are responsible for managing our facilities. They could be related to our programs, whether that be intramural sports, aquatics, group exercise, personal training, or team trainings. And we offer, like Chris had mentioned, those 6 major categories of group exercise instructors. That's a great way to be engaged and have people work out with you if you're looking for an excuse. It's also like a lot of our jobs teach kind of great skills to put yourself out there, learn something new, try something you haven't done before, and definitely gather those people skills. Because as you might tell from us presenting, like we try to be welcoming and have a great attitude, and our jobs kind of echo that as well. I will say that for anyone who's interested in employment opportunities, given the breadth of jobs we have, we are very flexible. I think some of our student employees may only work 2 to 4 hours a week at minimum, depending on the job description. And some of our students work up to 20 hours a week during the semester. So I don't think students have to worry about commitment or opportunities. We are flexible, but it depends on the job that you are looking for. Some jobs require more availability. It's also worth noting for our friends who are coming from opposite sides of the country, minimum wage in DC is $17 an hour. So our on-campus student positions currently are starting at that wage. So.
Really quick, there was a question about softball, whether that's available for club or intramurals.
Yes, and perfect segue for our kind of question slide, and I think I'm right on time. We offer intramural softball in the fall semester. It typically begins the 3rd week of September. At this time, the softball club had been disaffiliated from being inactive. It had not recovered from COVID. However, students can submit proposals for a new club sport program. Proposals can be submitted during our application window, which is January 1st to March 1st every year. Applications that are submitted are for consideration for the following academic year. So our intramural softball league plays right on campus on the Jacobs Field complex, which is right behind the Letts Anderson dormitory. Fantastic commute, good time. And then if you're really engaged or interested in softball, that's certainly a club that could be possible and have potential for the subsequent fall semester. I will, unless we like looking at Claude. Oh, let me keep it moving here. I could leave this up while we're answering some other questions that might be popping up. Here are the socials. Certainly don't hesitate to reach out via email or we try to keep up on our Instagrams as much as possible. You could see our general one is AU Rec Fit. Our club and intramural one is specific to AU_club and IM. And then we have an aquatic specific one as well, AU_aquatics. Chris, I'll trust that you're taking care of a lot of the chat questions.
Can I ask someone from the group? Nora, I'm going to call on you because you're on my screen. Are my answers showing up for everybody? Can everyone see my answers to these questions in the chat? Okay, perfect. That's what I thought, but I got worried.
We have about a minute and a half left in this breakout session.
I want to tell everybody in the chat, I dropped in the direct link to our main website. From there, you should be able to find all of the different program areas that Garrett's mentioned.
And since I think our our breakout room's gonna close whether we want to or not. So before that happens, thank you all for joining. Congratulations on becoming new Eagles, and travel safe on your way here. We can't wait to see you. I think we'll automatically go back to the other breakout room. Oh, Stevie's are helping us out. Thank you, Stevie.
Abby is supposed to be too, but y'all were like churning through that. I messaged her. I was like, whoa, why are we even here? Like they're on top of this. That was crazy. That was good. Sitting here learning stuff. That was good.
Oh,